So many of you have requested to conduct a class on journal entry. So today I will be discussing few journal entries so that it will be easier for you to understand the rectification of error entries as well as the basic accounting journal entries, right? So uh, let us solve few journal entries. Let us pass few journal entries. Okay. So for journal, the first very first journal entry we get in journal entry chapter, or you can say the beginning. At the beginning, we just start with the journal entry. That is at the beginning of the business. Okay. So for example, Jiten started business with cash rupees 5 lakhs. Okay. So this is the first journal entry. Say for example, this is the first. If this kind of question is asked, or you have been, if you are asked to pass a journal entry, okay, in the books of the farms of Jiten, Messrs Jiten. Okay, the name of the farm may be Messrs Jiten or Jiten Limited, whatever it may be. Okay, maybe the business name of the business. Okay, name of the business is Messrs Jiten. Okay, so you have been asked to pass journal entry in the books of the business. Okay, so you have to first understand one thing. I have already discussed this particular thing many times, that business and the owner are two separate things. See, this is the owner. Jiten started. He is the owner. Who is he? He is the owner, right? He is the owner, and this is the business. This is the business. So both the things are different. Okay. So to pass the journal entries, we have to understand that whenever any amount is brought by the owner brings cash in the business. Owner, here in this case, Jitin brought cash in the business, right? So whenever any amount is brought by the owner, that particular amount is called capital. Okay, that particular amount is called capital. So many of you might be knowing these things. Okay, so uh, any amount contributed by the owner or the co-owners or the partners, or whatever name it may be, depending on the nature of the business, that is called capital. Okay, so for sole trade business, this is the owner's capital or the Jiten's capital. In case of partnership, this amount, whatever amount is contributed by the partners, is called partners capital, right? This way these things are actually named. Or in case of company, shareholders, this is it is called like shareholders. It may be equity shareholders or preference shareholders. Many, there are different types of shares, or the capital is uh, known in different names. So first, whenever any kind of any cash or any kind or anything is brought by the owners, is known as capital. So we have found one thing, that is capital. Okay, and another component is what? Cash. So we have got two components, one is cash, one is capital. So for whom we are actually preparing accounts, so we have to always understand that we are preparing accounts for the business. Okay, whenever you will be preparing, do not think about the owner. Okay, do not think about the man who is running the business. Okay, think about the business. Okay, this is the first criteria before passing any journal entries. If you consider or if you think about the owner, then your journal entry or your accounting will not be correct. Okay, because there is a concept, okay, that is called business entity concept. Okay, according to that concept, owners and business are differentiated, right? So So in this case, Jiten started business with rupees this. So for the business, this cash amount is coming to the business, right? This cash amount is coming to the business, or you can say this cash is what? Cash is asset, right? It is increasing, so it is increasing, isn't it? And capital is the liability. Capital is the liability. Liability. Okay. So capital is also increasing for the business, right? So as we already know that we have discussed in the preliminary chapters or the journal entry means in the beginning, okay, in the beginning of the chapters, that asset, whenever there is an increase in the asset, that is debited. So this journal entry will be cash account debit. Okay, it is as per the modern approach, cash account debit 5 lakhs to capital account 5 lakhs being capital brought in by Jiten, but or you can say being business started with capital of rupees this. Okay, business started with the capital, whatever name you can write, or you can write this things like this, being business started with cash worth rupees 5 lakhs. This way you can pass the journal entry, right? So this is the entry you can pass. Okay, so yeah, here we have got a very interesting topic that is called business entity concept. So theoretically, if any question is asked like this, what is business concept, entity concept, you can also describe these things like this. Okay, business entity concept means there is a difference between the owner and the business. Okay, owner and business are not the same thing, though business is run by the owner, but there is difference between the business and owner. Okay, any expenses paid will be considered in the books of the business only if it is incurred for the business. Okay, owner's personal expenses like private health insurance, private life insurance premium, private car petrol refilling, or anything, these things will not be counted in the books of the business. Okay, as per the accounting, this entity concept. Okay, if it is done, then it is wrong. Okay, so this is the first journal entry. So moving ahead, next journal entry. So there is no hard and fast, or then there is actually no fixed journal entries that we can actually pass and we can just complete the syllabus like this. Okay, for journal entry, and there may maybe thousands of journal entries. Okay, okay. So now one next journal entry. If you consider this particular thing, okay, second journal entry, if we consider this particular, say for example, this is the business. Okay, for Jiten, this is the business, and if we consider that this particular 5 lakhs, out of this 5 lakhs we have deposited 3 lakhs rupees in the bank. Okay, so writing it like this, deposited rupees 3 lakhs in the business, in the bank. Okay, deposit rupees this in the bank. Okay, so how how this transaction will be recorded? See, here two elements are again there, cash and the bank. See, cash means physical cash. Okay, and bank means the bank account. Okay, you can say this is the bank account in which your money is deposited, right? So you have to remember what is happening as per the business. Okay, in the books of the business, what is happening in the books of the business? Cash is what? Going out means you are depositing the cash. You are depositing the cash. So what is happening? So if you go through the modern approach, then it is also asset. So when you are depositing, that means what? When you are depositing, your cash is decreasing, okay, and bank account is also asset. And whenever you are depositing cash into the bank, that means your means balance in the bank is increasing, okay. So as we know that increase in asset means debit, so this generally will be bank account debit, bank account debit 3 lakhs to cash 3 lakhs. Okay, so you can pass the narration like this: being cash deposited into the bank. Or if there is any account number, you can also write the account number, okay. There is no hard and fast rule, okay. Screen is not visible. Is the screen not visible? Okay, so it is visible. So I think version D. So actually, maybe in your system, maybe network is slow. Okay, and now I think it is connected. Okay, so it is visible to you all, I think. So this is the entry. If you deposit money in the bank, the entry will be bank account debit to cash, because cash is just going out of the business, and this balance is increasing in the bank account. Okay, so this is the entry. Now let us, we have 5 lakh. We had start means Jitan started business with 5 lakhs, 3 lakhs deposited, 2 lakhs still in hand. So we can expect that he will make some purchase now, right? So we are purchasing some, purchased goods for rupees 80,000 in cash. So what will be the general entry, please? You have 30 seconds, okay, just okay. We have got answers in the chat section. We have started receiving answers in the chat section. Others, please also respond. What will be the journal entry? So we have received so many responses in the chat section. This will be the purchase account debit to cash. Purchase debit, because goods are coming to the business. No, so it's debit and cash is going out of the business. So purchase account debit 80,000, cash account debit 80,000. Two, right? AP Rajiv ji, correct. Everyone responded right correctly. So those who have written goods account, so I will recommend you to write at least purchase account. Okay. So earlier these things were actually known as goods account. But now all these things have been classified clearly, and goods have been classified in 4 categories. Okay. So whenever you see the term goods, okay, either it will be purchase, sales, purchase return, or sales return. Goods have been classified under these 4 categories. Okay, so it is recommended not to write goods. Okay, purchase. It will not be wrong at all, but classification have been given. Okay, so you have to write purchase account. In the old version, many years ago, these things are used to be written like this: goods account. Okay. Now it is purchase sales or purchase return sales return. Okay. Write like this. Okay. So for in this case, the answer, this journal entry will be purchase account debit 80,000 to cash. Okay, because purchase has been made. Okay, being goods purchased in cash. Okay. So this is the first entry. So the very interestingly, we have purchased the goods in cash. Now I am assuming one more thing. Say for example, now I am purchasing goods on credit. Goods purchased from HUL. Okay. For rupees 50,000. Okay. On credit. So what will be the journal entry? So this is just a similar entry of the last journal entry. Like in the last journal entry, we have recorded the transaction like this: purchase account debit to cash, right? Now we will record the same thing: purchase account debit, but here no cash is involved because cash transaction, it is a credit transaction, it is not a cash transaction. So it will be purchase account debit 80,000 to HUL, Hindustan Unilever. Okay. Okay. So this is the entry. Being goods purchased on credit from HUL, right? So there may be, in practical situation, there may be some invoice number you may record by invoice number like this. Okay, dated this. Okay, no problem. Means whatever things are there, you can record in the narration. Narration is just a short description. Okay, which actually helps in understanding the transaction. Okay, so this is the entry. I think every one of you have given the correct answer. So thank you everyone for responding so quickly. Now our purchase, we have done some purchases. Okay, now let us sell some goods. Okay, so we are selling some goods now. I think fourth January, no? Say for example, now we are starting the sale. Okay, sale sold goods worth rupees 20,000 in cash. What will be the journal entry? So whenever we are selling goods, so again it is goods, no? So here we will not write purchase, we will write what? We will write sales, because it is sold, no? So this is the sale. Okay, so this is the sales, and here cash is involved, so cash account is also there. So basically cash, whenever we are selling goods in the business, it is sold in cash. That means cash is coming to the business, right? So cash will be debited. Cash account debit 20,000 to sales account 20,000. So it is a cash transaction. So being goods sold in cash, right? So there is nothing so much tough. It's an easy journal entry. Okay, now we have made cash transaction, cash sale. Now we'll be selling some goods in credit. Okay, sold goods to Britannia Limited for rupees 60,000 on credit. So what will be the journal entry? So just in the same way, in the same way we have passed the last journal entry, it will be also the same. In place of cash, here we will be writing the Britannia Limited only. Okay, Britannia Limited. Britannia Limited to sales. Okay, right? You have given the right answer. So Britannia Limited debit 60,000 to sales. Okay, sales account. So this is the transaction for credit sale. Being one thing, remember that after personal account, do not write account here. Okay, because this is not the full account of the account. Personal account is generally recorded without mentioning account. Okay, so we'll be simply writing the Britannia Limited like this, not the entire thing. Okay, this is the thing. We will not write account like this. Okay? It is correct, not correct. Account will not be written after the personal account. Simply write the name. That will be enough. Being goods sold to Britannia Limited on credit. We are getting question in the chat section. Yes, madam.
Sir, generally after making journal entries, we have to prepare ledger account now, sir.
Yeah.
In that case, we have to prepare Britannia Limited account also.
Yeah, but after
Uh,
the
in that case, we have to write both debit and credit entries. No, why
yes,
account is not to be noted?
no, you're right. But the thing is that
For
whenever
every journal entry, we have to prepare account.
yes, definitely it is also account. I'm not saying that it is not an account. It is 100% account. It is also account. Okay, Britannia Limited is also account, but it is not the Britannia Limited's account. Okay, it is,
But in our perspective, we have to prepare Britannia Limited account also. We have to tally that account also.
yeah,
When we
definitely.
get the credit from them, we have to send amount to them at another stage. It
Yes,
has to be tallied.
yes, that is correct. Means you are saying that there is no problem in writing account, right?
Yes.
Okay, if you are thinking that in this way you can write, but the thing is the general custom and the the practice is like that, that after means after personal account, the an account is actually not written. Okay, though it is an account, but after personal account you'll see that account, the term account is not actually mentioned. Okay. So it is also account Britannia Limited. Okay, but we are not actually writing Britannia Limited account. This is the thing only. Okay, after personal account, this account term account is not actually mentioned. Though it is, we will be preparing the ledger account for Britannia Limited also. Okay, by custom or the practice, it is not mentioned actually Britannia Limited account. Otherwise, there is no harm in writing Britannia Limited account. Okay. Let me show you some. So this is the image of from T.S. Grial's book. So you'll see, not from this only, in my other books also, there are cases when, okay, not only these books, in Tata McRae's or all other books you'll see, okay, after the personal account, means this account is the Mohan Brothers. Okay, this is not written like Mohan account. Okay, the reason is that after personal account, this account is not actually mentioned. Account is not written. Okay, by custom practice, it is not written. Okay. See, not account is written, personal account, because it is a personal account. After any personal account, that account is not written. Okay, only the company name or the person's name is written. Okay, like not account, because this is not the person's account we are maintaining. We are just recording the name of the person or the company's name in our books, that the amount due to them or due to us, whatever it may be, that is recorded against their name. Okay, so this is the case with the personal account. There will not be anything wrong if you write account, but it is by practice it is not done. Okay, see, this is the Goyal Brothers, this is a company name. Okay, all the any transactions you'll see this kind of things. Okay, so this is the actually situation with the personal account. So moving ahead, if you consult any book, you'll see that after personal account is not written. Otherwise, your concept is correct, there is no doubt. Okay, So now let us pass some more entries. Okay, so next let us return some goods. Okay, some goods we have found defective. Now we are returning some goods. Okay, now we are returning some goods. Return goods to we purchase from home on credit. From HUL we have purchased goods on credit, no? So we are returning goods to return goods to HUL worth rupees 10,000. So we have purchased goods from HUL. Now we are returning goods valuing rupees 10,000 due to defective quality, or you can say quality due to quality issue, whatever it may be, anything, it may be anything. Okay, so what will be the journal entry? So goods have been returned. So in business the goods will be coming back. So here if you write the goods account, see, for purchase also you write goods, for sales also you write goods, for return inward you are writing goods, for return outward you are writing goods. So these things are not actually, I mean, all these things will be coming to one account only, goods account. But whenever you will classify these things in different names, then it becomes easier, no? So return goods. So what kind of return is this? It is a purchase return or sales return? What kind of return it is? It is a purchase return or sales return? So there is no doubt about it. What kind of return it is this? Okay, it is purchase return. Okay, so there is no doubt. Everyone is, for everyone it is clear that it is a purchase return. So simply we will be writing purchase return. Okay, or you can also do not write in examination hall like this oblique with inward return inward return inward. Both these things are not required, but for your understanding only I am just writing the two things. Okay, meaning is same. Purchase return or return inward. Return inward. Okay, debit to HUL. So 10,000 rupees. So for this amount we have returned, being goods returned to HUL due to quality issue. Or after that you can also write, if in question is given by debit note number or credit note number, whatever it may be, number you can mention. Okay, in our correspondence also we write na by DO memo number like this or CO memo number like this. So these things you can, in practical situation you will be getting. Okay, by the return memo number this. Okay, you can write. So this is the journal entry for return. Okay, oh sorry, right, I think I did the mistake, it is wrong. purchase return. So we have return goods, no? Goods are actually going out, no? So this is not correct actually. So it will be reverse, no? Goods are going out, so it will be purchase return will be credit. When we have purchased, we have debited purchase account. Now we will credit that account. HUL will be debit, no? We are just returning that goods, no? HUL debit 10,000 to purchase return. Purchase return 10,000. Okay. So this is the thing. Earlier we credited HUL, now we are debited. Okay. So this is the right entry. HUL debit to purchase, correct. Similarly, we can pass journal entry so now A7 is done. Now serial number 8. Now say for example, we have received cash from received not cash, okay, received a check. Cash, you know, received a check for rupees 20,000 from, we sold goods to Britannia, no? So we have received a cash from Britannia. Okay. So what will be the journal entry? Okay. So the journal entry will be here. There is no cash is there, check is there. So for check we write bank account, write bank. We do not write check account. Okay, we'll write the bank. Okay. And for Britannia is there. So business has received money, no? So asset increase means in the bank amount will be increasing, no? Bank account debit 20,000 to Britannia Limited 20,000, right? Being check received from Britannia Limited. Okay. So this is the journal entry. Okay. Now if we pay cash to HUL, it may be any other party also. Do not go with the name or anything. Okay. The fact is that if you understand the entries, then you can pass for any customer. Okay. So now if we paid rupees 15,000 by check to HUL. Okay. So what will be the journal entry? So here paid by check. That means again it is the bank account involved. No, bank account. And there is HUL. So two accounts are there. We have to record it accordingly. So whenever we are paying, so from our bank the amount will be the amount will get deducted. No. So HUL debit 15,000 to bank account. Okay, from our bank account this amount will be deducted, being rupees 15,000 paid to HUL by check. By check number you can write. Okay, check number, no problem. This is the thing. So this is the journal entry. Clear? So these are the entry. Say for example, now any amount you have deposited in the bank, now you want to withdraw from the bank. Okay, withdrawn a sum of rupees 90,000 from bank account. So withdrawal entry, what will be the entry? Think about the business, what is happening in the business. Okay, for the business withdrawal has been made. Okay, withdrawn a sum of rupees from bank, means cash withdrawn. Okay, so this is the cash withdrawn, right? So cash withdrawn, what will be the entry? Cash withdrawn from the bank. What will be the journal entry? When we deposit any amount in the bank, okay, what entry we pass, and if we withdraw, what entry will be passed. So whenever we withdraw any amount from the bank account for the business, okay, it will be just the reverse entry of the cash deposit. When we deposit, we write bank account debit to cash. So here we are withdrawing, means now the from bank, if it is the bank, okay, if it is the bank, okay, bank, it is the bank, from bank cash amount will be going to our in business. So cash will be increasing in the business. No, whenever increase in the asset, we debit that particular account. No, so cash account debit, cash is increasing. No, now cash is increasing in the business because we are withdrawing cash from the bank account, and in the bank account the amount will be debited, means bank account, in bank the amount will be deducted. No? Okay, being cash withdrawn from the bank account. Number this you can write the account number. If there are so many accounts, you can write like this. Yes, bank account, right, you can write, and or you can write the drawn from bank account, right? Correct, no problem. Cash withdrawn from bank, actually cash has been withdrawn, cash withdrawn. So you can write cash because this cash balance will be increasing in the business. So we have written the cash. And Rupostri madam, you have written drawing account. So this is not the case of drawing account. So drawing account, actually we write drawings, or drawings you write when there is any amount withdrawn by the owner, okay, from the business. Okay, personal drawals, right? Whenever there is any personal drawals, owner withdraws money from the cash or the bank for the personal reasons, okay, that is called drawings. Otherwise it is the cash only. Okay, we'll also see the drawings how it is treated. Okay, so now moving to the next journal entry. So we have started business, we have done so many transactions, we have returned goods, returned inward, return outward, all these things we have done, no? So now, say for example, now we are paying some salary. Now almost 1 month passed, paid salary for rupees 35,000. Okay, in cash I'm writing, in cash. Okay, so what will be the journal entry? So it is a simple journal entry. I think everyone can respond, but I think all of you are not responding. So basically, this is the paid salary to for salary for 35,000. This means in cash it is paid. So salary is what? It is our expenses, no? Expenses, and cash is our asset. So when we pay salary, means what? Expense is increasing. So expense increasing means debit, and whenever we are paying cash, this asset is decreasing. So it will be credit. Simple. Salary account, debit to cash. Okay. Yes. If we go through the traditional approach also, we can say that salary is also what? So salary is nominal account. So expenses and losses are expenses and losses are debit. Expenses and losses are debit. Okay. And cash is what? Cash is real account. So real means cash goes out. Goes out means credit. So in both the way, okay, traditional way, traditional or the modern, in both the way answer is same. Okay, it is just the process, the convenient process you find, any process, any method you can use, but the result will be the same. Being salary paid in cash. Right? Now, what will be the journal entry for the same entry if it is instead of cash by a check? What will be the journal entry? If it is written, only we will write salary account debit to bank account. Correct. JPL Reddy madam, correct. Only bank account will be debit. Right? So salary, wages, or anything. It may be. I'm just not writing, extending these things by writing these things. Salary, wages. Okay. Um, anything. It may be anything. Discount. It may be wages. It may be carriage. Okay, anything. Means any kind of expenses. Then entry will be the same. Entry will be the same. Expenses account debit to cash or the bank if it is paid by check. Correct. Now at the end of the year, not the end of the year, I'm just saying that one journal entry. Salary to Mr. Rahul rupees 50,000. Okay, means I'm writing here outstanding, or you can say not paid. Okay, I'm writing here not paid. Due means here it is due but not paid. Actually, what will be the journal entry? It is due. Actually, it is not paid. Means if see, you have to understand whenever we pay any amount by cash, it is cash or bank by check, or if it is outstanding, then we will write outstanding. Any name is given, then we will write that person's name, or together we can club it as outstanding. Okay, no problem. Outstanding means that salary will be at any cost, it will be debited because it is the expenses. It has been incurred, though it is not paid, but it has to be debited. So we cannot change this salary. It will be debited. It may be salary or wages, anything, any kind of expenses. I am just writing here expenses. Okay, expenses. It is incurred, so it will be debited at any cost. Only you can change is the credit amount. It may be either cash, it may be bank, it may be outstanding salary, or anything you can write. You can say it may be, you can write here Mr. Ram. Okay, or if there are so many things are there, if you can identify, you can simply write outstanding salary, outstanding salary. Okay, 50,000. Okay, and you can write B outstanding for rupees 50,000. This to Mr. Ram. You can mention the name. Okay, so that you can make payment whenever it is available, whenever cash is available. So in real time situation, what will happen is, madam, actually, Rahul account will not be debited. Okay. Salary outstanding will be credited. You have to write salary debit. Salary will be debited. If it is paid or not paid, you have to show the salary account debit. Okay. Either you can write Rahul credit or you can write salary outstanding. Any name you can use. But salary account have to be salary account has to be debited. Okay. There is means this is the expenses which has been actually incurred. Okay, incurred, though it is not paid, but it has been incurred. So you just have to debit the salary account, and subsequently it may be correspondence, it may be the cash account, it may be bank account, or you may write it outstanding salary. Okay, no problem. Or you can write also the name of the staff. Okay, so that you can um, record it. Okay, so it is the due amount that is paid. But what will happen if this due amount is paid in the next month? Okay, in the next year. Okay, see, if we record outstanding salary here, remember, if we record outstanding salary here, we will, at the time of payment, we will write this outstanding salary as debit. Okay, outstanding salary as debit. Okay, outstanding salary as debit. Okay, whenever it is when it is paid, we'll write this account debit and credit to the cash or bank. See, if the question is like this: salary outstanding amount rupees 50,000 in the, say for example, in the last month. Say for example, I'm just writing it in the last month paid now by check number 5326, like this. So how we can pass journal entry for this? Salary outstanding amount which was in the last month is being paid now. Now we will not be writing the salary account because we have already debited salary in the last month, so we will not charge it again because it will be double, means it will be doubling. No, only we will write the salary outstanding account, because this outstanding will be cleared now. Earlier it was credited, now it will be debited. Now outstanding account, debit 50,000 to bank account, because it is being paid by check, right? It is being paid by check. Means in a sequence these things are happening. No, okay, salary was outstanding, now it is being paid. Now you can write narration like this: being outstanding salary for the month of say for example for the month of March, okay, paid by check number this, done. Or you can write the name of the employee to whom it is paid. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, so we have paid salary, we have purchase, we have sold goods. Okay, now what will be the journal entry? Purchased furniture for rupees 75,000 from okay, so furniture purchased from Godrej Limited. What will be the journal entry? So see, don't get confused with the terminology. Okay, see here also purchase term is used. While we have purchased goods also we have used the purchase term, but the terms are not important. Purchase, sale, like this. But what is being purchased is important. What is being purchased here? Purchase furniture. So we will write purchase, right? Purchase, sales, purchase return, sales return. All these things we will write only in case of if it is goods. Only in case of it is goods, right? If it is goods, then only we'll write these things. Otherwise, we do not write purchase, sales, and all these things. We will write, if it is asset, then we will name that asset. Here, are we purchasing goods or furniture? So, what is this? These things are goods or what? Goods, or in this question, it is goods or furniture. means it is asset or goods. In this case, it is not goods, it is simply asset, means it is furniture. Okay, it is a furniture, it is just an asset. So we'll just name this particular item as furniture account. Okay, furniture account, debit 75,000 to what? Cash or Godrej Limited or bank or what? To Godrej Limited, because though it is not mentioned it is credit or credit purchase or cash purchase, but nothing is mentioned. If nothing is mentioned, assume that it is a credit purchase. Okay, it is credit purchase. Okay, if it is mentioned in cash, then we will not write Godrej Limited in the account. Okay, 75,000. Okay, being furniture purchased from Godrej Limited on credit. Okay, on credit. Right. Okay, so this is the condition. Now purchase on credit, it is recorded in this way. If it is purchased in cash, we would have written to Godrej, and if name of the creditor or the from whom we have purchased, it is mentioned, and nothing is mentioned whether it is a cash transaction or credit transaction, in that case we will just consider it as a credit transaction. Okay, because no, nothing is mentioned, simply purchased purchase is mentioned. Okay, in which situation, in means there may be a situation when this transaction we can write purchase. Can anyone tell me in which situation we can write this particular transaction as purchase account debit to Godrej Limited? Say this furniture. Okay, this furniture is asset to the business in which it is purchased. But if the business deals in furnitures, say for example it is a furniture um, furniture shop, okay, or it is a mm, any other furniture company, then this particular furniture, chair, table, or 10 pieces of bed or 100 pieces of chairs, okay, these things will not be considered as asset. Okay, that particular thing will be considered as goods if the business deals in furniture. Okay, similarly, if a company deals in computers, okay, that case, okay, if the business, it is said that the business deals in furniture, okay, the business deals in furniture, okay, in that case only this particular transaction can be recorded with the purchase account, because in that situation purchase of furniture, purchase of any table, chair, or any other furniture item can be considered as the goods. Okay, if it is a computer shop, then any computer purchased or any hard disk or memory card or anything purchased related to computer can be considered as the goods. Okay, unless and until it is specifically used as asset, as an asset. Okay, now say for example one entry like this: So for example, now 14 is done, now 15. Interest on loan debited to bank account for rupees 6,500. So here interest on loan debited to bank account means what? Interest on loan means this amount we have taken some loan, so it is debited in the bank account. So what will happen? Whether our bank balance will increase or decrease if interest on loan is debited. What will be the journal entry? So interest on loan is basically an expenses, no? Interest on loan. Interest on loan is what? Interest on loan is our interest on loan. It's an expenses. It's an what? It is an expenses. Interest on loan is an expenses. So simply we will write interest on loan, not the loan account. Okay, we'll write interest on loan or the interest you can write. Okay. So it's an expenses. Simply it will be debited. Interest on loan account debit 6,500 to bank. In bank account it is debited, so our bank balance will reduce, so it is credited, being interest on loan has been debited to bank account, like this. They are charged in the charge to bank account, like this you can, or interest on loan charged to bank account, like this you can pass journal entries. Okay. So similarly, if there is anything like this, interest on fixed deposit, interest on fixed deposit, or interest on investment, or dividend, whatever it may be, interest on FD, or it may be investment, any name it may be, investment, or government bond, or anything, government bond, or interest on any other securities, like this it may be credited to bank account. Okay, 9,000. What will be the journal entry? Here just the reverse situation of the previous one. So here in this case, interest on FD, interest on uh, investments, all these things are what? Or incomes. So our income will be, it will be credited, no? So debit will be our bank account, means in bank account balance will be increasing. So bank account debit 9,000 to interest on FD, 9,000 being interest on FD credited to bank account, right? So this is the journal entry. So these are the journal entries for interest on this interest on FD and all these things. Okay. So now one more thing. So whenever we charge these things, see for example in profit and loss account, you see that all the expenses are like interest, wages, salary, all these things are there. No. So why these things are like this? Because all the expenses are all the expenses are first what debited. See interest on loan, this is an expenses in profit and loss account. In which side it will be appearing? Interest on loan, it is an expenses. In profit and loss account, in which side it will be appearing? In the debit side. And this wages or interest on loan, all these things will be 2, it is written with the 2. Why these things are written like this? Because whatever account, expenses account we open at the end of the year, these things need to be closed. That's why it is called closing day, or it is called year ending or closing, like this. No, because all the accounts opened we have to close, so that's why it is called closing. So closing means what? Whatever accounts we open, that has to be closed, that should be closed. So what will be the closing entry for the interest on loan? So for example, in the previous case, pass journal entry for the, okay, not the journal entry, plus closing journal entry, closing journal entry for the journal entry for the interest on loan. So it is not asked like this, but I'm just telling you the real situation, how these things happens. When we open the, we pass journal entry, we record these things or post these things in ledgers. Finally, we prepare trial balance. Okay, and at last, these things are posted in the final accounts are prepared. So what is the closing journal entry for the interest on loan? It will be like this. Interest on loan was debit earlier, so now it will be profit and loss account debit to interest on loan. Okay, what amount it was? 6,500. Okay, I'm just considering this amount, 6,500. So this way it is. See, in profit and loss account, in profit and loss account, in the debit side is appearing no interest on loan because it is an expenses. So this is the reason why these things are posted with this, like this, to interest on loan. Okay, this is the closing entry. Similarly, for the FD, interest on FD, that amount will be interest on FD debit to profit and loss account. This is the closing entry. Okay, so these are the closing entries. Almost all types of journal entry, not all actually, maximum types of journal entries we have done. Now I'll be showing one more journal entry to you for drawings. Okay. How drawings thing are actually passed. Okay, so for example, goods worth rupees 18,000 taken by the wife of Jitan. Jitan is what? He is owner. So if any of his family member or he himself takes any goods from the business, then that particular amount is considered as, or that goods amount is considered as drawings. So in this case, goods, these goods are actually in the business uh, recorded in the business as purchases, no? So these goods have been taken by the owner, so we will credit these goods. These goods means purchased goods. These goods means purchased goods. So these goods are actually recorded in the books of account as purchase. So to reduce this amount, okay, the value of goods, okay, we have to deduct the amount of 18,000 from purchase. So we have to credit purchase account. So we'll write credit this purchase account, because when we purchase, we debit the purchase account. Now 18,000 have been taken by the goods, or rupees 18,000 taken by the wife of the owner. Okay, so we will credit that purchase. So what account to be debited? So whenever owner takes any amount, any goods or money from the business, that is considered as drawings account, debit 18,000 to purchase account, right? So purchase account, the value being goods taken by like Mrs. Jitan. Okay, so this way drawings is recorded, right? So this is the journal entry. These are the journal entries to be passed. So at the end of the year, we deduct the drawings amount from capital. Okay, so this drawings is adjusted with the capital. Drawings is also considered as a capital. Okay, so these are the journal entries. Almost all types of journal entries covered. Now suppose for example, loan loan given to Geo for rupees 57,000 crore. Okay, we are writing crore, otherwise it will be a small amount, no? So what will be the journal entry? So for example, it will be from bank, definitely it's a big amount. So from bank we have given the loan, to the Geo. So loan, we have given this loan. So this loan is what? This loan is not liability, this loan is asset. Okay, loan given, no? So how we will record this? So we will write these things like this loan to Geo. Okay, simply it is our asset. How it is asset? Simply loan, this loan is our asset, so loan to Geo, debit 57,000, okay, in crore, to bank. From bank account we have paid this, we are loan to Geo, being loan given to Geo by check number this. Okay, so this is the journal entry for not bank account to Geo. Bank account we are not getting the loan. Okay, we are giving the loan. So from our bank account amount will be reduced. Bank account will be credit. Okay, and loan to Geo is our asset. Okay, if you take loan, then we will receive the money, and that amount or the cash amount will be debited, and loan from particular client will be credited. Okay, is it clear, Vishnuji? Here in this case, loan to Geo is our asset because we have given loan to Geo. Okay, so similarly, if we take loan taken from loan taken from HDFC Bank for rupees 6 lakhs. So in this case, loan we have taken. So this loan is our liability. So we will get money in our bank account because HDFC Bank will give transfer money to our bank account. So it will be bank account debit 6 lakhs to loan from HDFC Bank. Okay, being loan taken from HDFC Bank. Okay, so this is the journal entry. So similarly, you can pass so many journal entries. There is no fixed journal entries. So many types of journal entries are there. You can pass journal entries according to the requirement. Okay, these are the 20 journal entries we have solved today, and you can practice other journal entries. If you face any kind of problem, you can ask. Okay, so without extending the class more, closing the today's session, and in the next class we have completed the syllabus. Just single entry accounts and theory portions are left. So in the upcoming 2-3 classes we'll be solving the single entry, and we'll just discuss the final theory and we'll pass the theory. Okay, so I think all the journal entry is clear to you all. If there is any doubt, you can ask about the journal entries. You have time now. Is there any doubt? So these things will be useful for any kind of problem solving, whether it is rectification of errors or preparation of final accounts. Okay, all these things are related to journal entries. So basic journal entries you have to understand. Okay, you have to use the logic, and at least you can pass the journal entries. If any kind of journal entries are asked, you can pass. Okay, we have got one question from Rupostri madam, and she's asking to take classes on problem solving. Okay, we'll take a class on simply directly we'll just solve the problems. Okay, after the completion of the class we'll take classes for directly just solving problems. Okay, without discussing more. Okay, because in the last class we have discussed a lot, just we'll solve the problems. Okay, so closing today's session here. Thanks for joining. Good night everyone.